There's something about the moon that never quite sits right with logic. It's too perfect, too precisely placed, too synchronized with our tides, our sleep, our emotions, even our madness. The ancients didn't see the moon as a rock. They saw it as a mirror between worlds, a living bridge that reflected more than just sunlight. It reflected us. They believed the moon didn't just light the night, it filtered reality, that it caught the energy from beyond and slowed it down, making it visible, tangible, human. It was the soft veil between the divine and the physical, the cosmic translator between spirit and matter. Even now our moods shift with its phases. The full moon pulls the oceans and the blood within us. Hospitals fill. Tempers rise. Dreams intensify. Something stirs when that mirror turns fully toward us. But here's what they didn't teach you in school. The moon doesn't just reflect light. It reflects consciousness. It's why for thousands of years initiates timed their rituals with its phases. Why ancient builders aligned temples and stones with lunar cycles. They weren't worshiping the moon, they were syncing with it. They understood that consciousness itself ebbs and flows, and the moon was the metronome of creation. Because everything alive, you, me, the trees, the oceans, is made of frequencies. And the moon, that pale sentinel, balances the frequencies of Earth. It keeps the chaos in rhythm. Without it, the dance of life would lose its timing. But here's the strange part. Some say the moon isn't real in the way we think it is, that it's not just a natural satellite, but a construct, a reflector, an ancient technology left by those who shaped this world, not to deceive us, but to stabilize the simulation we live within. Maybe that's why it feels alive, because it is. It watches, it listens, it remembers. It holds the emotional memory of the planet, the forgotten grief, the collective longing, the tides of every soul who's ever looked up and whispered to it. So when you stare at the moon tonight, don't just see a rock in the sky, see the mirror, see the bridge. See the veil that keeps the dream from shattering, the reflection that holds the earth's pulse steady, while humanity remembers what it truly is. Because maybe the moon isn't above us. Maybe it's within us. A reminder that we, too, are mirrors, reflecting the light of something far greater, shining softly through the darkness of this illusion we call reality. If the moon is the mirror, then the sun is the projector, the source of the light, the energy, the code that animates the reflection. The sun doesn't just warm the earth, it floods it with frequencies, vibrations, life force, and information. Every photon carries more than energy. It carries impressions, echoes of the cosmos, encoded messages that only those who are awake can decode. When the sun hits the moon, the light doesn't just bounce back randomly. It's filtered, transformed, distilled through the lunar surface and then sent down to us. That reflection is what touches the oceans, the forests, the mountains, and the human mind. It's why your dreams feel sharper under certain moon phases, why your intuition spikes, why the impossible seems possible at night when you look up and see that pale orb. But here's where it gets darker, stranger, and far more fascinating. The moon is not passive. It's not a neutral reflector. Some call it a guardian, others a controller. It holds the emotional and conscious state of the planet like a ledger. The collective fear, hope, grief, joy, all of it is caught in its surface and projected back. It's a cosmic feedback loop. And humans, being what we are, malleable, reactive, emotional, are its sensors, its conduits, its participants. This is why the simulation feels so weird, so fragile, so perfectly chaotic, because the moon and sun are not just natural phenomena, they're components of a system designed to maintain balance, to keep humanity on a line between awakening and oblivion. And when enough people start seeing through the veil, the mirror starts to crack, the reflection shifts, the feedback loop destabilizes. Reality begins to respond to consciousness rather than the other way around. Imagine millions of humans tuning in to their own inner light, aligning with the cosmic rhythm instead of being controlled by it. Every thought, every emotion, every vibration starts to matter. The moon and sun don't just illuminate, they react. They amplify. They bend the simulation in ways the ancient architects never anticipated. But here's the paradox. The very tool that maintains the illusion, the moon, is also the key to breaking it. It's the bridge, the reflection, the reminder that nothing in this universe is separate from us. Every leaf, every drop of water, every beam of sunlight, we are part of the system we think we're trapped in. And when we recognize that, we stop being observers and start being co-creators. So next time you look at the moon and feel that subtle tug in your chest, or the sun on your face makes your thoughts feel sharper, alive, electric, remember, this isn't coincidence. You are not small. You are not alone. You are in the mirror, part of the projection. And with awareness, intention, and courage, you can step into the light and start shaping the reflection. Because the moon and sun are not just celestial bodies. They are the language of reality.